I'm Diana Drury with the University of Kentucky Cooperative Extension Service, and I'm here with Tiffany and Ashley, and they're going to demonstrate a recipe from our nutrition education program calendar. Take it away, girls.
All right, so today we are going to demonstrate how to make tomato basil soup. This is a great soup to make because the main ingredient, tomatoes, is associated with lycopene, which helps fight against cancerous cells and is great for bone health.
For this recipe, you're going to need two 14-ounce cans of diced tomatoes, a whole onion, 2 cloves of garlic. You're going to need some olive oil, some vegetable or chicken stock, and milk, skim milk, and basil. So we're going to preheat, before we get started, we're going to preheat our oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit.
So the first thing you want to do is drain your canned tomatoes. You want to save the juice for later on in the recipe. We've decided to use 2 cans of diced tomatoes, but depending on the season, if it's warmer summer months, you can always substitute this for fresh whole tomatoes. So what we want to do first is add our 2 cans of diced tomatoes into a shallow baking dish. We want to use 1 whole roughly chopped onion, and it doesn't really matter how you cut it, there's no certain style because it's all going to be blended anyway. And then we're also going to add 2 cloves of minced garlic.
Now for the garlic, the easiest way to do this is hold your knife to the side, and we're going to press down firmly on both cloves, and that makes it easier to peel off the outside, the inner layer, and it also releases the oils to make it more flavorful in the dish. So we're just going to chop that up. And we'll add that to our shallow pan.
Right. And so this is when you're going to want to add your salt and pepper to taste. There's no certain measurements on it, it's just however much you think you're going to need. And we're also going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And we want to mix this together really well. You just want to make sure that you get the olive oil evenly all over everything. And we're going to put this in the oven for 20 minutes so that the mixture can caramelize.
Now, once the mixture has caramelized, we're going to take it out of the oven. We're going to let it cool for just a few minutes, and after that, we're going to transfer the mixture into the blender. We're going to blend it until it's almost smooth. Now, once it's been blended, we're going to transfer this into our pot. And we're going to add the rest of our tomato juice. We're also going to add our chicken stock. And then 2 teaspoons of dried basil, 2 bay leaves, and then a pinch of clover. We're going to get that stirred up and put that on to the oven on the stovetop for about 10 minutes and let it simmer.
And basil is a great ingredient to use when you cook because it has a good source of magnesium, which is great for your cardiovascular health. So any recipe that you make, basil is a good one to use.
Now, once this has been simmered for 10 minutes, we're going to go ahead and remove the bay leaves. And then what we're going to do is take it off. Actually, we're going to leave this on. We're going to pour this 1 cup of skim milk into it. And we get that stirred, and then we'll let that reheat throughout. And we'll let it reheat. And then we're going to serve this into our bowls. We're going to add just a little bit of croutons and a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Now this recipe, it does make 8 servings, so you can share with your friends and family for a wonderful dish.
So the recipe does make 5 batches, but if for some reason you don't use all of that, or if you would like to double the recipe, to save some for later, you can. You just have to make sure that you use the proper cooling procedures. So what you'll want to do is fill up So what you'll want to do is fill up the sink with ice and place your pot in there. You'll want to let this cool until it's at or below 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Once you've done that, you can place it into storage containers, and this can go into your refrigerator for 3 days or in your freezer for up to 3 months.